These things are such a pain in the butt, or they can be a lifesaver. In this case, right now at this moment, this thing is being a pain in the butt. Hey, this is our Whacked Out Wednesdays.
And the reason for this video is, one, it's kind of to help us to get through all the hurdles, if you want to call them, problems, challenges, whatever the heck. But then also to let you guys know that you're gonna face some issues. Things are gonna break, things aren't gonna go your way, you're gonna get punched in the face, and you gotta figure out how to overcome stuff, and you have no clue, but it can be done.
Our first issue on Whacked Out Wednesdays was the generator. We had bought a generator a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And we had initially started up and it ran just fine, but it sat there for probably over a year before we even used it. Turns out Chris had to completely dismantle it and get the carburetor cleaned out and everything, and there is a video on that on Patreon.
We really needed that because we just got back from our trip to Colorado and we did 5 days of boondocking. We were running straight off battery power. If it hadn't been for the generator, our fridge, our food, everything would have boiled. So we needed the generator. It was kind of like, oh crap, did we go buy another one or whatever? Just tore it apart and ended up working out okay. Got it running and she runs like a beaut. Bought it 8. She's running good. You know, after the generator was fixed, we were talking about power supply. All we had was one battery. We had some solar panels, which there's another issue with the solar panels. We needed to expand the battery, so I kept it on a 12 volt and just added 2 more of the exact same batteries to give us more hours of usage just in case. They ended up working out pretty good. We kind of freely used the lights, turning them on and off. We didn't necessarily run any like appliances or anything like that, but the fridge ran obviously all night long, and we still had, you know, 3/4 to 2/3 by lunchtime the next day.
Okay, the third issue for this Whacked Out Wednesday was the bathroom sink. I was brushing my teeth and I opened up the little cupboard underneath because I was gonna get out some more toilet paper, and I noticed it was all wet in there, and the little plastic connector piece up under the sink was completely just off. Was just rattling around in there freely, just overflowing, and I don't know how long that's been going on, but I think they did kind of fix it, maybe.
Yeah, right now the RV is in the shop for several things. We'll talk about some more here in a sec. They're gonna look at it, they tightened it. We might have problems in the future, and it might be something that I have to figure out a way to secure to where that doesn't ever happen again.
Yeah.
So talking about our solar, all right, so our panels are working, the controller is working, but there is a Bluetooth plug-in that transmits. You can look right at your phone and see where your power levels are at, how your battery's doing, what kind of power supply you're receiving. That piece is not working. The dealership has been freaking fantastic. They are going out of their way to make sure everything's fixed and working good for us and taking care of us. We're looking at upgrades, so please, if you got any great display modules out there to where you can just plug in and it'll show your intake and what you're charging and everything.
Beginner friendly.
Comment below.
The 5th issue for this Whacked Out Wednesday is the slide, and that is probably by far our biggest issue. We almost didn't go to Colorado because the slide on the RV was stuck. Chris managed to get it pulled all the way in where it had like about 1.5 inch gap on the right corner. We couldn't use the bed part for the whole trip. We made do. The couches in the back, they fold down and it becomes a bed that way. We used it.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good.
I actually liked that setup. We had a beautiful view with the back part down, so it was really nice. But it does need to get fixed. Unfortunately, since COVID has happened, all the shipping stuff is so slow. It looks like we're gonna be really cutting it close as far as getting out of here on time and that being fixed.
We close on the house in 26 days.
Yeah.
We may not get the part in for 2 months. So it's just a matter of, I hope it all works out.
Stay tuned on that issue. It'll probably be in future videos for updates.
The next issue was our fuel pump. So with ours, we have a fuel tank in the back. It's about 25 gallons, and it's gonna work out really nice. 1, I can use it to fuel the motorcycle, and 2, I can use it to fuel the generator. The only issue is we couldn't turn it on. And our manual was stuck in a position that we can't get to because the slide won't move.
Yeah.
We took it to the dealership. At first, they didn't know either. Okay.
Yeah, they didn't know how to use it either.
But they've kind of did the research, and they found out cross your feet and hold your left arm up, and then it comes on.
Exactly.
But
it's that complicated.
We'll see how it goes. We haven't got to try it yet. We were actually supposed to close a month ago.
Yeah.
But it kind of worked out for the good. All right, in some ways, we hope we still may be
Cross your
homeless here
fingers.
soon because depending on when parts come in for the slide out, and then when we actually sell the house, as far as when we'll be able to actually move into the RV.
Hopefully, all we have left is an appraisal on our end, it looks like, and then hopefully cross your fingers that the seller does everything on their end to get it done in time. Like and subscribe, visit our Patreon, and let us know in the comments below what you'd like to see in the future or a certain format you'd like us to work on.
Indeed.